So Trump will lie and does lie about every single thing he says. And there's so many countless examples of this, but like one really recent one that really shows how quickly and how uh, pivotally he can lie about both sides of the same thing. He was saying he doesn't know who canceled the defense aid to Ukraine, but that if anything happens in the Defense Department, he knows about it. He said those in the same breath, that he would know about it, that he didn't do it, that he doesn't know who did it, but he would know about it, all in the same breath. We all know Pam Bondi saying, the files are on my desk, and then there are no files. Weeks later, that there are no files after saying they're on her desk right now, and that Trump doesn't make empty promises when he had promised to release the files. So these are really glaring lies. The one thing that Trump cannot lie about, or the one thing that I notice he actually cannot lie about, is when they asked him, does he want Ukraine to win the war? He couldn't say that he did. Like there's some ultimate barrier there that he cannot betray Putin in that way. But one of his other more recent lies about the Epstein files is to suggest that Obama and Biden and whoever wrote them, that it's all fabrication. And he's also been saying there's nothing there. And of course, these things contradict. I mean, Trump, Putin, are Space Force in the streets, Flat Earth in the sheets. All their beliefs are contradictory lies and racism and bigotry. But he's saying there is something. He's just saying that Obama wrote it. But it's something. Obama wrote words. Obama concocted some type of list. If, it is Obama's writing or whatever, they can scrutinize it once we get to see it. But he's acknowledging that there's something there, which contradicts him saying that there's nothing there. And of course, him contradicting himself is just breathing. But it's also certainly acknowledging that there's something there, that there's more paperwork or something, more evidence of things that he's not admitting. Now, I do think it's a fair question to ask why there wasn't this much energy on the Democrat side for Biden to release these files, especially since we have all known all along that it's damning to Trump. Of course, Biden should have arrested Trump for January 6th and a number of other things while he was in office and stopped all of this, which makes you a little suspicious that Biden is also a Putin puppet, or that it's because of the people. And I'm never going to say it's both sides. I'm never going to say there's not a difference between Democrats and Republicans, because there certainly is. But the people who are in the top positions who are implicated in this are on both sides. And they're the same ones who are trying to keep us from, electing Bernie or from having any sort of actual progress. They're the same ones not putting up a legitimate fight, but maybe acting like they're putting up a fight, or even acting like they're willing to vote for something when they know it's not going to pass because all the Republicans voted against it. Another thing that, makes them look really bad, that all the Republicans voted against releasing more Epstein files or even talking about it. And what it makes them look bad for, what they're hiding, people can only assume and can only jump to a conclusion until the evidence is actually presented. So they're making it worse for themselves, because our imaginations might even be worse than the actual evidence. Or surely are, because people can imagine really strongly and can imagine anything they want. So, that's why we need the actual evidence, but we can also see who's guilty just by who's hiding it and trying to change the subject to move us along. Who cares about Epstein anymore anyway? He's swimming with Osama now, around their private island. Thanks. And Pam Bondi and the team of KGB and IDF all investigated themselves, found there are no Epstein files. She doesn't even have a desk. There is no Pam Bondi. You're a cover-up.